On that fateful day, a major earthquake of magnitude 9.0 struck the Pacific coast of the Tohoku region. A huge tsunami hit the region, affecting a vast area and caused the loss of many lives and assets. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant lost power. The resulting hydrogen explosion caused a devastating nuclear accident. Those unable to return to their homes due to the earthquake, tsunami, and radiation were forced to live in temporary shelters. Moreover, damage to transportation infrastructure caused goods to be in short supply. The people in disaster-affected areas were left with uncertainties about the future. Amidst these trials and tribulations, we received an outpouring of sympathy, messages of support, relief supplies, and medical assistance from all over Japan and the world. These efforts gave a strong boost of encouragement to those trying to rebuild their lives.
Support for disaster victims. Housing and city reconstruction.
The first step toward rapid recovery of the affected areas was to start building new homes for victims and restoring infrastructures. Temporary housing and construction of disaster reconstruction, municipal housing for disaster victims, as well as collective relocation projects, were implemented in each region. At the same time, in order to salvage the transportation network connecting the regional economy, JR trains and roads were quickly restored. In addition, a reconstruction road and roads to support reconstruction were planned for the Pacific coastline and were fully open to traffic in March 2020. These routes connect disaster-affected areas in a straight line to metropolitan areas such as Sendai and the Kanto metropolitan area, providing a major boost to economic recovery.
Support for disaster-affected areas. Commercial and industrial revitalization.
As part of the revitalization of commerce and industry in disaster-affected areas, joint retail commercial facilities and fishery markets, as well as other initiatives involving the public and private sectors, have been launched. Furthermore, a number of roadside stations have been established along the reconstruction road, accelerating sales of local food products and regional specialties. These efforts are actively boosting the local economy.
Utilization of designated disaster risk areas, etc.
In areas affected by the tsunami, such as designated disaster risk areas that have become uninhabitable, land is being reused as sites for large-scale agriculture, solar power generation facilities, parks, and commercial complex, tailoring reconstruction efforts to the needs of each region. This has led to sites like the Takadamatsubara Memorial Park for Tsunami Disaster in Iwate Prefecture and the Ishinomaki Minamihama Tsunami Memorial Park in Miyagi Prefecture. Two large-scale parks operated by the national government. In addition, the Fukushima Tsunami Memorial Park and other facilities are planned for Futaba in Fukushima Prefecture.
Supporting reconstruction through tourism. Reconstruction aid programs.
In terms of tourism, the Jodogahama area in Iwate Prefecture and the Matsushima area in Miyagi Prefecture, both of which are major tourist destinations along the Pacific coastline. is regaining the level of activity they had prior to the earthquake. Facilities dotting areas dedicated to legacies of the disaster are creating a new kind of tourism centered around disaster recovery and the lessons learned.
Fukushima Prefecture. Recovery from the nuclear disaster.
In the Fukushima nuclear disaster zone, areas under evacuation order were set according to air dose rates. With the current decrease in air dose rates, evacuation orders were lifted by March 2020 in all areas except for difficult-to-return zones. At long last, this was the first step towards recovery. Residential areas in the zones where evacuation orders were lifted see new public housing for people affected by the nuclear disaster and public housing projects for returnees. And the JR Joban line opened up again, as did the Joban Expressway and Soma Fukushima Road. The opening of medical, nursing, and welfare facilities, the reopening of elementary and junior high schools, hardware stores, supermarkets, roadside stations and other places to shop means the recovery process is only just getting started. The Fukushima Innovation Coast Framework has led to several cutting-edge facilities being built in the affected areas. The aim is to revitalize the region through the concentration of new industries.
Miyagi Prefecture. Reconstruction in Sendai City.
In Sendai City, collective relocation from designated disaster risk areas in coastal region was enforced, and a project to utilize vacated areas became the focus of reconstruction. In Minamigamo area, dog park, agriculture, and other projects have been launched. While in Shinhama area, biotopes and agricultural projects are underway. In Arahama area, experiential sightseeing orchards, civic farms and more are in operation. In Nido area, large-scale agricultural projects are underway. And in Fujitsuka area, a multiplex that offers hot springs, cuisine, and other activities under one roof was built. Based on lessons learned from recovery from the Great East Japan earthquake, we are preparing for future disasters and threats such as climate change. By promoting disaster-resilient and environmentally friendly city planning as parts of our efforts towards becoming a resilient city. A variety of infrastructural and community building efforts are underway in each city as parts of disaster risk reduction measures. These include advancing seismic reinforcement of houses and apartment buildings, as well as adopting initiatives to ensure safety and security in the event that a once in every several hundred years tsunami strikes. This is done by combining multi-layered tsunami defenses at different facilities. Evacuation routes to escape tsunamis, as well as relocation of residences. Seeking to achieve domestic production and domestic consumption of energy, we are creating disaster-resilient and energy-efficient decentralized energy sources, and adopting renewable energy as we promote cutting-edge research and development of next-generation energy sources with a minimal environmental impact. Self-help, which involve protecting oneself and one's family on one's own. Mutual aid, which involve the local community. And public assistance from the government, constitute joint disaster risk reduction efforts. To that end, Various disaster risk reduction community activities have been carried out under those three vectors in order to promote human capacity building. In addition, the operation of memorial facilities in collaboration with citizens and local organizations, and initiatives like archival of photographs and videos, convey the experiences and lessons from the disaster with the world and contribute to disaster risk reduction around the globe. "12 years have passed since that day. In each city, recovery is underway. Some look as if nothing had happened, while others still bear scars of the earthquake and tsunami. We would like to express our deep gratitude to everyone who has supported and helped us from that day until now, and to all those who have Tohoku at their hearts. We are by your side. We will continue to move forward. Please visit Tohoku and see how far we have recovered. The circle of support you have given us will continue to live on, grow, and evolve. To the people of the world, thank you.